Your boy SV Ndombele here from Touchy Gooners. Partly dressed like a crook and a criminal because, lockdown, barbers aren't open. So I haven't had a trim in a long time. So yeah, I need that. But yeah, before we just start, remember to hit the like, comment, subscribe button, all that good stuff. YouTube, Touchy Gooners, Twitter, Touchy Gooners, Instagram, Touchy Gooners, and just help us grow so we can provide more good content for you guys that I hope you're enjoying currently. But yeah, so today's obviously topic of discussion is the loan signing of Real Madrid playmaker Martin Odegaard. Listen, you know how we are with these pronunciations, but yeah, hopefully you know who I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, it's been agreed that he'll be joining on loan until the end of the season. I think this is a great signing just because, we've seen our struggles this season creatively. Prior to the introduction of Emil Smith-Rowe into the team, we were languishing almost bottom in terms of chances created in the league. And ESR's introduction has seen a big uplift in, creativity, the amount of shots we're taking per game. So I think I saw we're averaging nearly 15 shots per game since Emil Smith-Rowe's introduction. But obviously, that's just one person. You can't rely just on one person. And also we know what ESR's injury history has been like as well. So it would be stupid and it would be silly to rely on someone who's only 20 years old and who no doubt will have his inconsistencies going forward as well, despite his talent. So bringing in another person, or even if it's only on loan, is a no-brainer. I think Odegaard is a is a fantastic talent. He's obviously hasn't worked out for him at Madrid, but I don't really think that's necessarily an indictment on his talent. I think that's more down to, it's hard to get into the team. At Real Madrid, there's loads of talented players, but also Zidane doesn't seem to be someone who prioritises the development of young players. So he hasn't played much this season. So and he's gone to look for first team football, and thankfully we've been able to get him ahead of Real Sociedad because he had a really good loan at Real Sociedad last season. It was supposed to be a 2-year loan, but Real Madrid cut it short a year just because of how good the loan was, and it looked like he was going to be promised minutes at Madrid, and he had some earlier on this season, but it's not been consistent, and he's been back out the team again. So, and it's crazy because he's only 22, but it feels like Odegaard's been around for ages. I remember when he was 15 and he was being shown around all the top clubs around Europe. I think one journalist mentioned the other day, one of them was Arsenal at the time as well, but it eventually came down to Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. I remember Pep Guardiola at the time saying, sign this guy, I'm going to make him the best player in the world, but he eventually chose to go to Real Madrid, which is fine. But he's had subsequent loan spells, quite a few different clubs, and he's played well every time on loan. So yeah, he's still young. Contract runs until 2023, I believe, at Real Madrid. So hopefully he can have a good time here, and he will choose to stay here. By all accounts, Mikel Arteta come, so I think he will be a good signing. I think the moment he's up to full fitness, he'll probably go into the team straight away. I've seen some people say, what does that mean for ESR? I mean, one, this is only a loan, but two, you can never have enough good players. I've seen some people who are saying, he's going to limit game time, but we've still got the Premier League to play for. Loads of teams are dropping points, so we need as much quality as possible. Plus the Europa League, I think we need to go big on as well. So we need as much quality as possible, and I think Odegaard will help along that front. He's someone who can play. He's played centre midfield, he's played as a 10, he's played from the right. So, he offers that versatility, can play in a range of different formations. So whether Arteta chooses to continue with the 4-2-3-1, or maybe, he might try the 4-3-3, Odegaard fits in wherever. When we talk about stylistically, I think he has some similarities with Ozil. He's a very high chance creator. I think only Messi and Sergio Canales in La Liga created more chances than him last season. So I think he will fit in very, very nicely in terms of the combinations he offers. He's very good under pressure. He has a very, very good final ball. And also he's quite different stylistically to Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe likes to stay quite high, and sometimes obviously if he's not involved he can be a bit of a low touch, whereas Odegaard is very much at the heart of play. He likes a lot of touches, he likes to be able to turn, he likes to be able to play 1-2s in short tight spaces, but also be able to turn out and dribble and carry the ball up the pitch as well. So I very much think they can coexist within the same side. How Arteta deems to make that work remains to be seen, but I think it's a great signing great signing, and I hope you know, he has a very effective loan spell, which means that he'll want to stay here long term. I've seen Fabrizio Romano talking about it's just a loan, obviously with no option, but like with Ceballos, Arsenal and Real Madrid, as they have a good relationship, they'll sit down at the end of the season. So hopefully Odegaard can come in, have a good impact, and he'll want to stay. You know, he's from Norway, so the weather here won't really affect him. So I don't really think that would be an issue. And you know, the football I hope that we're aspiring to play, it should fit him stylistically as well. So so all in all, it looks to be a good fit. Obviously he's had his injuries in the past as well, and he's got supposedly a bit of an issue with his right knee. So hopefully we can manage that accordingly. And you know, but yeah, overall it's something that gives us better quality, more strength in depth. More options in terms of how we can play, how we can approach different games as well. So for me, it's a great signing, and I hope he will, you know, lead us to having a successful end of season, and hopefully join us on a permanent in the summer. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, on all the social channels, hit up that good stuff. Thanks.